Hey guys, we are pulling back the curtain on one of the most demanding physical and mental challenges an athlete can undergo, which is bodybuilding competition preparation. This isn't just about lifting heavy weights, it's a meticulous months long transformation that requires a masterclass in structured training, surgical nutrition planning, and unbreakable sense of mental discipline. Whether you are a seasoned competitor or a fan of the sport, understanding the sheer dedication required to peel back body fat while fighting to preserve every ounce of lean muscle mass, which is essential. It's a high stakes game of balance, combining resistance training, cardiovascular strategy, and the art of posing to achieve a level of muscular definition and symmetry that truly stands out under the bright stage lights. So, in this video, we are breaking down the full roadmap from the growth of the off season to the precision of a peak week to show you exactly what it takes to present a world class physique. So let's dive into the science and the grit behind the prep. The journey to the bodybuilding stage is far more than just a physical transformation. It's a grueling multi month marathon of structured training, microscopic nutrition planning, and the ironclad level of a mental discipline. This isn't just about losing weight. It's about the surgical process of gradually stripping away body fat while fighting tooth and nail to maintain every ounce of hard-earned muscle mass. To step on stage at your absolute best, you must master the synergy between intense resistance training, calculated cardiovascular work, a strict dietary protocol, and the art of posing. It's a long term strategy where your training, nutrition, and recovery must work in perfect harmony to achieve that elusive stage ready conditioning. When you finally step under those blinding stage lights, the main goal is to present a physique that defines excellence through muscularity, symmetry, conditioning, and commanding stage presence. You are being judged on the total package. Judges evaluate athletes based on their raw muscle size, the aesthetic balance, and proportion between different body parts, and how clearly that muscle definition is visible under professional lighting. Every pose must highlight your symmetry and the hard work you have put into your proportions. For most of the year, bodybuilders live in the off season, a growth phase dedicated entirely to pushing the limits of muscle mass. But everything changes when the contest prep phase begins. Usually several months out from the show, this is where the mission shifts. The priority is no longer growth, but fat loss. The challenge is to diet down to the bone while preserving as much lean muscle tissue as humanly possible through high protein intake and controlled calorie reduction. In this game, your kitchen is just as important as the weight room. Nutrition during a contest prep must be planned with surgical precision. Most athletes will ramp up their protein intake to serve as a protective barrier for their muscles, while they simultaneously reduce their total calories to drive fat loss. This isn't just about eating less, it's about strategic management, adjusting your carbohydrates and fats to ensure you still have enough gas in the tank to maintain energy and high performance during your intense workouts. Cardiovascular exercise is a vital tool for increasing daily calorie expenditure and accelerating the fat burning process. However, more is not always better. The key is a gradual implementation, slowly increasing the duration and frequency of your cardio throughout the prep phase. This measured approach allows you to support fat loss without falling into the trap of excessive fatigue or accidentally burning off the muscle you're trying to showcase. Just because the calories are low doesn't mean the intensity should drop. Resistance training remains the backbone of a successful prep. You must continue to lift weights to maintain muscle density and mass even while calories are reduced. While you might need to dial back the total volume of sets and reps to manage your recovery and manage fatigue, the training intensity must remain high to signals to your body that it needs to hold on to that muscle. Posing is a critical yet often overlooked pillar of competition prep. It doesn't matter how much muscle you have if you can't display it properly. You must spend hours mastering the mandatory poses that highlight your muscular definition, symmetry, and overall presentation. Beyond the physical flex, posing practice is about building stage confidence and learning how to present your physique in a way that truly highlights your muscle definition. The final 7 days before the show are known as a peak week. This is the home stretch where science meets art. By making subtle, calculated adjustments to your carbohydrate intake, water consumption, and training intensity, you can maximize muscle fullness and visual definition on stage. The objective is to manage water and glycogen to look as dry and full as possible while reducing overall training fatigue before the big day. Perhaps the hardest part of the journey is the mental toll. Preparing for a competition requires massive mental resilience and discipline. You have to stay constant with a strict diet and punishing workouts even when your body is screaming for rest. Stay motivated and focused on your long term goals during the darkest, most difficult phases of prep is what separates those who cross the finish line from those who don't. In the end, success on the bodybuilding stage is the result of a perfect blend: structured training, precise nutrition, effective recovery, and absolute mental dedication. Those who can plan months in advance and execute with relentless consistency will be the ones who present their best physique and perform with total confidence. Consistency leads to success. Now go out there and earn it. So, see you guys in the next video.